come to your life. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. 'Cause everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Father's Day is sorted at Total Tools. Get Dad an ultimate Father's Day gift card. Open 7 days a week. 897 Latrobe Street. Power 103.1. Ballarat's leaders in local. Listen anywhere you go on the free iHeartRadio app. Your news now.
Hi there, I'm Brett Mack with your local news first. Power call crews from Ballarat have helped restore power to around 20,000 customers in West and Central Victoria after yesterday's wild weather. The Colac and Otways regions were particularly hard hit. Ballarat's peak gust hit 83 k's an hour in the early hours of yesterday morning. A 350 megawatt battery, Australia's largest, will be installed in the Northern Grampians at Joljol. The state government says the $250 million battery energy storage system will leverage the existing Bulgana terminal station and the Bulgana to Ballarat overhead power line. The battery will store energy and release it into the grid during peak demand. A Ballarat all-boys school is ramping up its fight against gendered violence. St Pat's College will kick off a 24-hour spin bike event after school tomorrow in a bid to promote respectful relationships. The college's boarding captain, Ollie Hannaford, says it's an issue he and his teachers often discuss.
So the idea came from me and my boarding master, Tam Westwood. We were discussing the recent tragedies. I think it was in term 2. We just came back from holidays and we obviously discussed how there's been some terrible events and how they've been quite gender-based, so the violence has been towards women in particular.
All money raised from the Break the Cycle events will go to the Ballarat-based domestic violence not-for-profit, the Raven Collective. To sport, and Ballarat's YCW Harriers will be cheering on local wheelchair racer Sam Rizzo when he makes his Paralympic debut this weekend. On Saturday morning, Sam will kick off the games, competing in the T54 5,000 metre qualifying event at 3 a.m. our time. He'll also compete in the men's 1,500 metre qualifying on September 3 and the 800 metre qualifying on the 5th. President of the YCW Harriers, Ash Rogers, says to see him grow from when he started to where he is now has been great.
It's not his first rodeo out in some big competitions. He's already been to the Commonwealth Games, but obviously the pinnacle of the sport is the Olympics. So when we found out that he was competing at 3 events, we couldn't have been happier for him. And the club's been trying to do as much as we can to help promote and financially support him to get to the Games.
That's the latest in your local news.
I'm Papel. The Queensland Police Union is calling for bravery awards for the officers killed in that ambush northwest of Brisbane in December 2022. It comes as the 5-week hearing into their deaths by deluded conspiracy theorists comes to a close. Qantas is working hard to restore its reputation after taking a big financial hit. Its CEO, Vanessa Hudson, says there's a lot to do after the airline's full-year profit fell by 28%.
Creating an inclusive culture, renewing our fleet, but most importantly, and I will say this, is maintaining a strong and competitive business.
More than $50,000 has been raised to help cover healthcare costs for the baby who had hot coffee poured on him in an attack in Brisbane yesterday. Police say they won't stop hunting until they find the man responsible. And smokers are going to have to fork out more for cigarettes from this weekend, with the tobacco tax jumping by almost 7%. It'll see the cost of a packet of cigarettes closing in on $60.
brought to you by D2E Gym. From Delacombe to Wendouree, you're never too far from a D2E.
To sport, in AFL, the Suns' Alex Davis could end up being part of a trade for the Pies defender John Noble, with Collingwood expressing an interest in the midfielder. In NRL, the Titans meet the Knights this weekend, with Newcastle fighting for a final spot in the top 8, while the Titans are hoping to finish their season on a high. Chris Randall says they're determined to get the job done.
We just got to meet it head on and worry about finishing the year in a good position to go into off-season and pre-season and something to build off.
That's the latest in news and sport.
Power FM weather. Hot temple. You won't just sweat, but burn more calories than any workout in 40 minutes with 2 great locations, Howard Street and Armstrong Street, Ballarat.
Showers with cloudy conditions today. A severe weather warning for damaging winds is out, as well as the pollen count for Ballarat and surrounding low. Tomorrow, cloudy with showers, most likely in the early morning, a minimum of 9 degrees and a max of 14.